new softwares that are going to be utilized by all central banks to send money from over here to over here in 3 to 5 seconds with less than a penny fee. Do you think they're not going to go with that? Yes, because why are they going to keep paying high fees with a bank, with a system that was made in 1950?
All right, welcome everybody to the Speak Your Life podcast. My name is Andre. You already know what time it is. I'm your host. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast, especially if you're on YouTube. We want you to hit that subscribe button because we want you to become part of the Speak Your Life podcast, a lifer for life, and we want you to be part of that right now. Don't wait, because we know, I've seen the algorithm, 80% of y'all ain't subscribed yet, but y'all are viewing this video, you're watching this content, but we want you to be a part of everything, and we don't want you to miss anything. That's the thing. We don't want you to miss anything. So we got amazing guests all the time, and we got an important conversation we're about to have right now with my man Vincent.
Yes, sir.
So he came all the way. I mean, he's from Atlanta. He's a local. He's been a crypto consultant for a couple of years now. He was a speaker at InvestFest. If you ever got to go to that, you know it was a great time. So anyways, without further ado, thank you for coming to the show, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling? If we were to give a scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling?
Bro, I'm feeling exuberant. So that's like 20 or something.
20 out of 10.
It's like 20
it.
or something. Yeah, feeling exuberant.
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful day in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure y'all subscribe, like you said, because we got to lower those 80%. Next time that I'm here, I know for a fact we'll be down to 10%.
That's right. That's right.
Down to 10%.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
manifestation.
that. Yeah. So, man, you ready to speak your life?
I'm ready, bro.
All right, let's do it. Let's do
ready.
it. So, Vincent, like, whenever it comes to, life in general, like, they say the two most important things in life are the day you were born and the day you knew why. So if you could give us like that era, like, that you came up in, like, what are some things, like maybe some TV shows or things that stood out to you that stood out to you as a kid, and you went through that journey, going through school, everything like that, and then get to where you are now as to learning why you were put on this earth.
Okay, how long we got here?
Hey, we just talking.
All right, say no more. So that's a lot. So I was born at a very young age in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. And I grew up on the east side of town. So, but a lot of the schools that was in our district, my mom didn't want me to go to. So I was private school growing up, but I still was over in that environment. So I always was around hustlers, number one. My grandma is a hustler, you know what I mean? My whole life, my grandma has done things to be able to create income for herself. She was a nurse. So I, left that and became a full-time entrepreneur. So just watching my grandma growing up, I'm like, man, this is big. But the one thing my grandma ain't have was resources, the right resources, right? So I understood the value of having the right resources. So that's why I chose to go to college, because I was like, college life is going to give me those resources. It's going to give me those connections. It's like being in a fraternity, right? If you're I'm not in a fraternity, but if you're in a fraternity, you're in a sorority, you got that. So I ended up graduating from Stockbridge, went to Tuskegee, and I mastered in biology. Now, some things that inspired me to go to college, TV shows growing up, was like Fresh Prince. I always felt like I was like the Fresh Prince, you know what I mean? And I always respected Will Smith because no matter what role he played, he was always dedicated. So as I got older and I started listening to personal development, and I think back now, there's certain qualities that billionaires, millionaires, successful people have, right? And one of those things is that diligence, that grit, never give up. So tenacity. So that's something that I understood. So I graduated, went to Tuskegee, got my biology degree. So I went there from 2010 to 2014. Then I moved to Nashville, where I got my master's degree in public health. Then I moved to Ohio. So I talk about all these moves because I've experienced a lot of different cultures, right? A whole lot of different cultures, and not necessarily racist, but like just different cultures of the country. You know what I mean? So I lived in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Then I moved from there, decided not to go to medical school. So I'm a medical school dropout, basically, right? So chose not to do that. I said, you know what? I still have time on medical school. And I was like, let me figure out what else is out there, so I don't trap myself into one thing. Because while I was doing residencies, not residencies, but internships in hospitals, especially Emory, one thing that I learned was that doctors, there's one quality they don't have.
What's that?
Time. And time stands for things I must experience.
Yeah.
You know, so like I understood that time, and I need to experience other things other than just the tradition, because that's my comfort zone. Like that was my comfort zone. Becoming a doctor, like, yeah, I was gonna make great money, but there was a comfort zone, and I knew that there was other things. So I left Ohio, and I moved to California, San Diego, and I became an entrepreneur there. So I've been an entrepreneur since 2016, 2017. I've been an entrepreneur since 2017, and I lived in Cali. I started in the cannabis industry, so that's where the beginning of my journey started. I used to throw some of the biggest cannabis events all over. If you scroll back on my social media, YouTube page, you'll see different stuff. But that's really my story into where I am today. And so when I was in San Diego, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in cannabis. One thing I noticed was I was still missing something. I was on the left side of money still. I felt like I was a boss. I had nobody working for me.
Wow.
I had no investments.
Yeah.
So Robert Kiyosaki said there's a cash flow quadrant, right? You got your left side, your right side of money. Left side, you got 95% of people. Majority of people will be there till death. Then you got that 5% on the right side.
Yeah.
I was still self-employed.
The W2s.
So, you know what I mean? No, not W2s. I mean, I had my own company. I was in the cannabis industry. No, you're good.
The quadrant and the quadrant you were talking about.
But the W2s that's the employees. I was in the 35% where they're self-employed. So most people who are self-employed, they think they own a business, but they own a job.
They do.
They don't own a business, they own a job. So I'm like, all right, this person, you know, so these are just things that I've learned, and I've been preaching for a while because through experience, I've definitely been exposed to a lot. Got lucky to meet a couple of my mentors out there who were investors. And so I knew that in order for me to go from over here to over here, I either had to own my own business or I had to become an investor.
Okay.
I had to choose one. And so I chose the quadrant that least choose, which is investing, day trading, you know, swing trading. So options trading. Like I've dove into all of those things, but out of everything that I've experienced, my number one thing is what we do today, which is cryptocurrency. Wow. So like I fell in love with it. It's new technology, and I'm excited to talk about it today.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. And you know, what made you transition? You know, from like, because I mean I've done stocks and options, and that stuff is risky as well. But what was something that attracted you to crypto, and what made it stand out compared to like stocks and, you know, bonds and things like that?
So what I usually tell people is all of these are vehicles to wealth.
Yeah.
It's just how fast wealth is a location, it's a destination, right? I mean, like you never really get like success.
Yeah.
Success, your wealth, your goals, that's a certain destination. How fast and how quickly do you want to get there? Okay. I say you can either ride a bus there, drive a car, catch a coach flight first class, or a PJ. Yeah. I'm choosing the PJ.
Oh yeah.
Stocks have been around forever, right? Even before you could trade stocks online, they were on Wall Street trading stocks by paper.
That's
right. So, but back then, me and you couldn't be there because the way we look.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And if you didn't have that liquid, if you didn't have that money in your bank account, if your net worth wasn't worth a certain amount, couldn't get into stocks. So, because we were kept out of stocks for so long, now by the time we could invest, stocks were high. So imagine even buying Apple at $20 a share. Yeah, that's a deal today.
Wow.
But $20 a share is still expensive. Yeah, because that's $20 a share. That means I have to spend to get $100 worth. I would only get 5 shares. Wow. It was 20. You know what I mean? If I had $20 and put it into something like XRP, I would get way more than 5 shares or 5 coins, right? So I started to kind of look at the two markets, and I started to really research and study. And I went back to like the 99, 2000 .com bubble, right? And I love to use this example because if you had got in before the 99, 2000 stock bubble, you would have experienced a massive amount of wealth, right? And the thing about it is Apple, Samsung, Google, what are they? What are those three things? What do they have in common?
They're tech.
They're tech. They're software, right? So I tell people, when it comes to cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Hedera Hashgraph, Cardano, Polygon, they're all software.
Yeah.
You know, they're all technology companies.
Okay.
This is just the new tech.
Yeah.
So it's like people always miss tech. They're not really plugged in. So it's like they missed the first bubble, which was all tech companies. That was Web 1.
Yeah.
Then we had Web 2, which was Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter,
Snapchat,
all that stuff.
everything, right? People have that. Everybody has an Instagram and a Facebook, but they don't own the stock.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you're using these things. You might as well. Cool. Now we're in Web 3, right? We're transforming into Web 4. Web 4 is complete AI dominance. You see the Tesla robot.
Yeah.
That's complete AI dominance. It does everything for you. It'll go out there and mow your lawn.
That's crazy.
It's a humanoid.
Yeah. I mean, and people are scared of that too because they don't know what to do with them. Like, you know, self-driving cars. Like, soon they'll because I come from the airline industry. Like, you know, self-directed planes, stuff like that. So it's a lot of fear of uncertainty when it comes to those things.
Yes, a lot of fear of the uncertain. And one thing I'm certain about is this. And if anybody, you know, like people watch this, this is the part you really want to catch, right? If you had invested into these Web 1 projects and you held it until today, you would be so wealthy, right? But that wasn't that long ago because it's 2022. So that means that 2012 was 10 years ago. 2002, which is when the market crashed, right? Well, when that was what 20 years ago. So 20 years ago.
Yeah.
How old are you?
28.
You're 28. I'm 29, right? I'll be 30 October 12th, so next Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So literally 20 years from now is 50. Wow. 50 is that's Jay-Z age.
Yeah.
That's the prime.
Yeah.
That's GOAT age.
Yeah, it is.
And you tell me we're gonna be holding XRP since
like 2020s, 19, yeah.
Bro, you're not even gonna feel comfortable telling people that you own it.
Yeah.
You won't even feel comfortable telling people you own the asset. Because the middle class is being wiped out. Yeah. It's either you're gonna be extremely rich or you're gonna be extremely poor. And I know that it's just gonna feel better to be extremely rich. So I'd rather be that. And then I can go help people. Yeah. But you can't help nobody if you ain't got no money. And that's why I say you gotta invest now. And so that's why I chose crypto. Okay. Because my favorite app on my phone is the calculator.
Yeah.
Right. So I use it all the time.
Okay.
Let's say today XRP is at what? How much is XRP today? 49 cents right now. Yeah. So if you were to go and get 10,000 XRP today.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you were to go spend, if you wanted to get 10,000 coins today, it would cost you $4,900. Okay. Right. $4,900. All right. Now check this out. You got to ask yourself this question: is a $5,000? Let's say $5,000. Yeah, is a $5,000 investment worth your future? Worth your freedom? Yeah. I think so. So today it's at 49 cents. If I show you here on the computer, let's go to Ethereum. Everybody knows Ethereum, right? And so if you're at home, you want to pull up Coin Market Cap. Yep. And you want to utilize this because you'll be able to go to the chart and see what I'm seeing. Now I'm gonna go to the all-time chart. Now we're looking at Ethereum. The highest price point was what for Ethereum? We saw it hit upwards 5,000. Like we know it, Ethereum hit almost 5,000. Went for about 4,700, 4,800, right? Yeah. And before now it's down to 1,300. Cool. So this is the .com boom. Yeah. This is the bubble. If you miss the next couple of years on that slant that's about to come up, because it's just going to continue to rise in an uptrend, and then it's going to go to a new high. Yeah. That's what the S&P cryptocurrency. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. He said it's the 12th sector of the S&P. 12th sector of the S&P 500. When's the last time a new sector has been created?
I don't know.
Web 1, the internet. Yeah. That was the last sector. Energy's been around. Gas and oil's been around. Commodities have been around. You know, real estate's been around. Retail's been around. So these sectors are still there. But what about Now you got fintech, financial technology, right? You got Web3 companies, right? Wow. So now, show you Ethereum. So if we go back on Ethereum to 2000, I'm going to zoom in for you. I want you to tell the audience how much Ethereum was worth. About right. Let's go to right here. There we go. Okay. So this was October 19th, which we're a couple of days away, of 2015. How much was Ethereum going for back then?
Only 43 cents.
43 cents. 43 cents. Now that's 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 7 years. I can't lie about it. 7 years. If you had invested in Ethereum in 2015, this month, 7 years later, let's go to it. So we went and got how many coins? We got 10,000 coins for how much? 4,900, right? Yeah. 5,000. Yeah, let's say 5,000. So we got 10,000 coins. You own 10,000 Ethereum.
Woo. Oh my goodness.
All right. So the highest that it went, was last year. It was about 4,007, a little over 4. So we'll say $4,000. Okay. Let's say you own 10,000 of them and they went to $4,000. Let's do the math. So you have 10,000, you held it for 70 years, you was faithful, all right? And it went to $4,000 a pop. How much money are you worth now?
40 mil.
40 million.
That's insane.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, people do.
Yeah.
That's why I show the numbers, because I don't want nobody to think I'm lying. Like,
yeah.
So I know and when you know what you hold, like XRP, I know what I hold. So it's like, you can't tell me now, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna keep holding. And then 20 years from now, when we're 50, we'll see who's up.
That's right. So speaking of XRP, there are people out there like, cause I first learned about it last year, for the first time. And I knew that they were like, going through some case with the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand like the details and the basic summary of like that whole case and what the implications of that whole case really meant. And so maybe you can kind of touch on that a little bit as far as like, because to catch people up on, what is XRP, what do they do, and like what this case means to the majority of us as people who are like, the new generation investors. We're not the old time people who came from old money. We're just people who are like, regular people who are just trying to make, something for our generational wealth to pass on to our kids and grandkids and so on. So yeah, if you could kind of touch a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's really unfortunate. It's really kept the price, what we call compressed, right?
Yeah.
Anytime there's compression in the market, there's going to be a big explosion. You got to think about like a pipe. If a pipe or a balloon is suppressed or compressed and it doesn't let anything out, what is it going to do? It's going to pop. It's going to burst, right? So the same thing is going to end up happening with this. And so the SEC is in trouble right now. Basically, they're losing the case, right? So that's what happened, and that's the current update. So this is the best time to get in, because the prices you'll see XRP, you won't see them past this. Like XRP went to $1. It went to $1 and like 30 or $1.40 about a year ago.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago. Okay. All right. That was the next high, right? Yeah. Well, ended up, they made that from, I remember when I was buying XRP at 20 cent, 14 cent, we were buying XRP, right? It's at 49 cents today, but we were buying it. That was back in 2018, 2019.
Oh, so you were on it like way before like.
Oh, we've been, We've been eating it. We've been eating it up. Nice. So since we've been buying XRP has been going up even while they've been sued by the SEC.
And why did they get sued by the SEC?
Because basically the SEC is the Securities Exchange Commission. So every company that's selling some type of asset has to register as a registered security. But the thing is, XRP has like Ripple is a company.
Yeah.
XRP is just a technology. Yeah. Ripple uses XRP, but they're not connected. Anybody can use XRP.
Yeah.
Sologenic uses XRP.
Okay.
Casino Coin uses XRP.
Yeah.
So now if they lost, all of these companies would have to go and register with the SEC and pay fees. because they want to have control over an asset market that they shouldn't even have control of. And here's the thing, XRP is a commodity. Yeah, so it's going to be listed. So when they beat this lawsuit, it's going to be the same thing as gold or silver or palladium or copper. Yeah. You're going to have XRP. And so I want let's before we even talk about XRP, let's talk about some things with the SEC and some history of other cases that companies that are still around. Okay. Yeah. So this is from 2018. Okay. The name of this article, and this is directly on the SEC's website, by the way. Okay. .gov. SEC.gov. So I didn't go nowhere else. We got it straight from the source. Elon Musk charged with securities fraud for misleading tweets. So basically, back in 2018, the SEC sued Elon Musk and Tesla because he was saying that he was utilizing Twitter as tweets to be able to push the market up and push the market down. Can't help that he's a powerful man. He's a powerful man. You know what I mean? And whether it was true or whether it was not true, it was deemed not true because they did not win this case. Elon Musk, actually, it was a settlement. There was no winning. They just settled, right? Yeah. So basically, what the SEC wants is for Ripple to settle so they can make some money, but you go do your thing. Yeah. Ripple said no. We know that we didn't do anything illegal. And so they're riding it out. They're not going for a settlement. They want to win the case. Yeah. So Brad Garlinghouse, who is the CEO of Ripple, that's been his thing. He's been traveling around the world and he's been letting people know that this, that this technology is for the future. And things that people don't know, XRP is already partnered with, or Ripple, the company, is already partnered with all the central banks. Yeah. Multiple different private banks. Public banks. Discover's one, MasterCard, Visa, Santander, Bank Santander, everybody, the World Economic Forum, they're partnered with everybody. So basically I'm showing you this because even though they sued Elon Musk, the price of Tesla today is still $233. If we go to the max, the price was $407 back in 2021. So the thing is, if in 2021 it was 470, in 2022 and it's down to 224, that means that every market is going down. It's not just crypto. Every market is crashing. And this is the time that you want to start buying. You want to start looking into getting into these assets, especially if you believe in them. Wow. Yeah. And you were talking, the key word that it seems like a theme between the Elon case and XRP or Ripple case was the SEC was claiming that there was some misleading going on. Yeah. And that's what if I remember correctly, that's what they were suing Ripple over. Something about misleading their consumers. Yeah. But they've been transparent. Like Ripple, they're one of the most transparent blockchain companies out there. Okay. And like if you go to their website, let's go to their website now. I'll show you. So and I want the audience to know this is what you're investing into when you're investing into Ripple. Okay. You can't say that for Shiba Inu. You can't say that for Dogecoin. You really don't know what the hell you're investing into. Yeah, AMC might take your Dogecoin, but what the F does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. What does that mean? So let's check it out. So name some of these companies. This is Bank of America. Bank of America. Let's see. A lot of them you won't know. Saab, SABB. You may be seeing that in the airport. Yep. Trying to think of some people that people actually know about. Tranglo, Lulu Exchange, which is another Arabic, Neom. Yeah. It's like Banco Rendimento, which is a Brazilian bank, right? So Azimo, Lemonway. So none of this might make sense to you because because Ripple is a global company. It's not a U.S. company. So there's U.S. companies on here like Bank of America. They got Visa, they got MasterCard, stuff like that. But this is a global. So what Ripple does, the very first thing that they're looking to solve is something called cross-border payments, right? So getting money from one place to another place, from one country to another country. If I'm going to send You live in Dubai. Let's say we do real estate.
Okay.
We're doing a new construction.
Yeah.
It's a $1 billion project. All right, and I need to get you $1 billion.
Yeah.
Through the traditional market, that's going to take 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
They probably going to give you all types of problems trying to get that money there because of liquidity problems. We don't have enough money that's locked up to be able to proceed. So now they got to pull a little bit here, a little bit there, right? Because we're broke.
Yeah.
We're broke. Like the whole world, every bank, every central bank is broke. Like they don't have money.
Yeah.
They like there's something called fractional. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm about to.
The beauty of Google.
It's something called fractional reserve banking. Do you know what that is?
I don't, but Google does.
So fractional reserve banking. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Okay. Fractional reserve banking. So a couple years ago, the bank was required to keep at least 10% of your money. That's their requirement to protect you as a consumer. So if you go put $100 into the bank, they only got $10 for you.
Oh.
That's protected. The other 90% is out there in the market making money.
Okay. Yeah. For them.
For them,
Not you.
not for you. And then they're giving you a fee,
A little.
$15 a month or something,
And
$30 a month.
like a small little interest rate that means nothing at the end of the
It means
year.
nothing.
Yeah.
So now check this out. Since COVID has happened,
Yeah.
fractional reserve banking went from 10% to 0%, and most people don't even know. You don't even know. Every dollar you put, there's zero, not even a penny that's held for you in the Federal Reserve, which is the central bank for the United States. So what does that mean? That means that if something happens and they decide to shut the bank down for 21 days, they're doing it in India right now.
Yeah.
For the next 21 days, people in India cannot go to a bank. All banks are shut down because the financial system is switching from SWIFT to ISO 2022.
Okay.
It's the messaging standard.
Wow.
All of this shit is changing, bro.
Yeah.
Like our world is changing. And the thing is, the same way you don't know, like, you know, other than the, you know, like your Apple or your MacBook will update the iOS system.
Yeah, iOS system.
I mean, what is that?
That's just the internal software.
But I mean, what, like, deeper than that?
Programming and everything. Like
Can you go like deeper than the Earth's core
like
on that topic?
Like how the speed, like the I guess the apps and everything like that. It's all.
But you're a nerd. Most people don't know that. Most people don't know that. You're a nerd.
And I'm
you know
trying
what I
to
mean?
use like layman's terms.
You're a nerd, dude. Like, you know what I mean? You're a nerd. So it's
Yeah.
cool. You up on game, but other people not. And they're not. They just know their computer up there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing about to happen with your bank. Like, you're not gonna know that it's called ISO 2. I know it because I study it. I'm a nerd. Like, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, if you don't know that, but you gotta understand ISO 2022, and it's ISO 20022.
Okay.
Look it up.
Okay.
ISO 20022. There are about 5 or 6 cryptocurrency blockchain technologies, new softwares that are going to be utilized by all central banks to send money from over here to over here in 3 to 5 seconds with less than a penny fee.
Wow.
Do you think they're not going to go with that? Yes, because why are they going to keep paying high fees with a bank, with a system that was made in 1950? President Nixon took us off of the gold standard. He put us onto the SWIFT model. Ever since then, the Federal Reserve has been in control of everything. And you got the Treasury.
And they're not even a governmental department.
They're not even a governmental department.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, so it seems like this is. Would you say this is your favorite crypto?
XRP?
Yeah. Or maybe like top 3 or top 5.
60% of my portfolio is XRP.
Wow.
You know, I diversify into other technologies. I love HBAR. I mean, if I take you, look, let's show people. I did an HBAR masterclass. People can find it on my social media once we talk about that. But you know what I mean? Like, but let me show you this. And I want you to tell them, like, so this is HBAR, right? Yeah. So Hedera is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. Can you name some of those organizations that people may know?
Yeah. T-Mobile, LG, Google, IBM. Let's see, I'm trying to name some that people know. I mean, oh yeah, Boeing, of course. Ubisoft, Standard Bank. Yeah.
So many. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're owned and governed by these companies. These are the largest companies in the world. This is trillions of dollars on the screen right here. they're all utilizing this blockchain technology to connect their businesses to the metaverse, to be able to develop and deliver quality NFTs, to be able to, process transactions amongst all of them. So this is the future. And so even HBAR, that's a part of my portfolio, yeah.
Wow. Well, and so HBAR, we talked about, what Ripple does and stuff like that. What exactly does HBAR do, like utility-wise?
Okay. So utility-wise, so it's more secure. So it's for developers.
Okay.
Same thing. XRP is for developers. So we'll never use this stuff unless you're a developer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to use it by default, or you're going to buy from companies that's using it. Yeah. So you might as well invest in the things that they're going to purchase themselves to use.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it now. Now, because some of the utility, so it's a 3rd generation public ledger. So it's the 3rd generation. Bitcoin's 1st generation. It's old. It's old technology.
Slower.
It's slow. It's like I don't even own Bitcoin.
Yeah, I stopped.
There's no purpose.
Yeah.
You can't get wealthy in Bitcoin. You can't buy something at 20. Even if you buy something at 20,000 and it goes to 100,000, how much profit? That's 80K.
I mean, now if you were one of
the
early investors, that's a different story.
Oh, early investors, yeah.
But now, if you're getting in now, if you just got it, because
you can't retire off 80K.
Crypto, probably end of 2019. I got my first. It was actually my first purchase was Bitcoin, but I got rid of it because I was looking at altcoins because those are what we were making more money. Because it's like the earlier you get in, the more money you make. Yeah. Because it's a less, in less time too. That's the factor that people are so, especially in our generation and Gen Z's, we're not like our parents and our grandparents are like, oh yeah, I invested this 40 years ago. I'm like, I ain't waiting 40 years to get $100,000.
Right. I'm definitely not.
Even $1 million. If I can get it in a shorter amount of time, because unlike time and money, people say time is money. I say I don't believe that, because time is one of those things where once you lose it, you can't gain it back.
You can't get it back.
Unlike money, I can lose money in the stock market, in the crypto market, whatever, and I can lose it and gain it back, or even double after losing. It's just So the time factor is crazy.
Yeah, and so with Hedera, just to continue, we're talking about Hedera, right? What are utility? Transactions per second. That means how many transactions can it process for a company per second? Yeah. Bitcoin can only do 3, maybe 5. Ethereum 12 plus. Okay. Hedera hash graph, how many?
You said this one right here?
Yeah.
10,000 plus TPS.
Which is transactions per second.
Okay.
All right, so we're talking about a technology that can process 10,000. So if you're Coca-Cola, that's attractive. You're like, yeah, I like that. I can do 10,000 and then so now you can do 10,000 transactions per second with an average fee. Usually Bitcoin might cost you $20-$30, to send a large amount of money. Yeah. Ethereum might cost you $19. Depends on the market, what's going on. A Hedera hash graph.
0.001.
You missed 1 0.
0.0001.
Yeah, 0.0001. Yeah. So that's less than a tenth.
That's crazy.
I don't know. What's that fit? I don't even know what that is. Yeah. I'm not that smart. You ain't got to be smart to get richer.
Much of a nerd.
I don't know. I don't know what that is after the 10th. I don't know. I don't remember. But at the end of the day, transactions confirmation. So how long does it take to send the money? How long does it take for the transaction to finish? Bitcoin, it could take 10 to 60 minutes. Okay. Ethereum, it can take 10 to 20 seconds. With this technology, it's 3 to 5 seconds. Wow. So it's like the speed of light. And then the energy usage to use Bitcoin, that's why you have China banning Bitcoin. You have Texas, New York, all these these states and countries, we don't want Bitcoin mining.
Oh yeah, because it takes a lot
of energy, right? So much. Same thing for Ethereum, because you got to mine it. With Hedera, you don't have to mine it. So the energy usage is tremendously lower as well, as you can see. So these are these are really the things that it does, and as to why companies in different countries would want to utilize this type of technology.
Wow. So it sounds like these are game changers as far as the markets and how, it's just we know, Web3, we're living in, I would say Web 3.0 right now, the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be going. So, I mean, there are some people who say we're skipping Web 4 and going to 5, but I mean, that depends on who you talk to.
Man.
So, but with this, you know, it's like every single like month or year, there's something changing quickly when it comes to technology. And the things that we had like last year with Bitcoin being the most popular, especially because in the consumer markets when Robinhood was, you know, heavily, you know, allowing people to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that, on Dogecoin, that was a phenomenon for that short time being. But now a lot has changed since last year in 2021, and now we're in 2022. Nobody's really talking about Bitcoin like that anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about like, you know, Dogecoin anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, Shiba Inu's, it had its popularity, and it's kind of like, we'll see what happens. So when it comes to this, where do you foresee, like, I don't know, the market's heading? Like, I don't know, do you have like optimism towards 2023? Because we've seen like a downturn, you know, kind of like a bearish market in 2022. What do you foresee in 2023?
2023 is going to look like this. So ISO 2022 starts to go online for central banks in November. So if for your audience, you have 1 month to get your shit together.
Okay.
Like if you want to be a part of this, you have 1 month. It goes online 2022 November. You can look it up for yourself, right? It's on their website. It's on Swift's website. They're letting you know. Yeah. Now, once it goes online, that doesn't mean every single central bank and public bank and private bank has to actually go online with it. They have up until 2025. Okay. So you really have until 2025. Anything goes between now and 2025. I can't tell you what's going to happen because a lot of the projects, regulation is coming. Right? We have crypto regulation. They're regulating stable coins. They're regulating. I mean, Joe Biden is pushing for regulation. The World Economic Forum, the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, they're all focused on regulation. Once regulation happens, now what's going to happen is same thing that happened with other companies that was not able to regulate back in the first tech boom, right? Okay. They went to zero. They disappeared. Same thing's going to happen in crypto. I believe 99% of cryptocurrencies will go to zero. Wow. It's only 1% that will still be around, that'll be a part of the S&P. And you'll have those other companies that'll be newer and stuff, but you'll have those legacy companies. Like Google ain't went nowhere. Boeing ain't went nowhere. IBM ain't went nowhere.
Wow.
Apple ain't went nowhere. Microsoft didn't go anywhere. Like none of these companies went. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about XRP, right? XLM, HBAR. Cardano, you know, Quant, Polygon, like these are the quality projects that will be around for the next 100 years.
Wow.
And you're in the beginning.
That's crazy. And then there's Ethereum 2.0 that's supposed to be, you know, a thing too.
It came out already. They've launched it. I mean, I haven't really heard a whole lot. It hasn't done nothing for the price of Ethereum.
Like, I haven't really been hearing, you know, because when they were talking about, they were hyping it up last year. And like, you know, I haven't really been hearing anything about it, you know, this year at all. Like,
there's thing is Ethereum is for smart contracts, and so you can build on Ethereum, right? That's what Ethereum is meant for. It's meant to build off of. So it's that type of thing. But then you have Hedera Hashgraph. You have Polygon. You have Solana. You have they're cheaper. They're cheaper and they're faster. It's new technology. People always are excited about the next new thing, especially in tech.
Yeah. Because like I said, things change within months, weeks. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy because like what we're talking about now, like all these numbers about this one's the speed, 10,000 TPS, and you know transactions per second. Like that could be like slow next year. Like. It could be 100,000 for the next company. Who knows?
It could. No, for real. Hey,
seriously.
But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what Warren Buffett did, and I'm gonna just stay in my lane, and I'm gonna just continue to study, and I'm gonna be on top of it. And the people that's rocking with us, rocking with me, rocking with my team, they're gonna be in the know. They're gonna know what's going on. Because you know we have our podcast,
that's right.
Coffee and Crypto. So that's my podcast. We do it every Tuesday and Thursday. Nice. It's at 10 a.m. People can subscribe if you want to subscribe to that as well. That is it's the Oh My Crypto Network. So Oh My Crypto. We make you say OMC, not OMG on the show.
There we go. And so, you know, You also you had talked about like a Discord that you're launching as well.
Yeah, it's launched. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, man. So we launched our Discord in March, and we're almost to about 100 members now. So
nice.
it's going well. You know, it's a slow grind. It's crypto, so it's a slow grind. You got to get exposure like this, and then it blows up. So it's cool to be here. But the things that we focus on, we have a full calendar, Monday through Saturday. We did a call this morning on tokenomics. It's called What the Tokenomics. And so we really talk about the tokenomics of different coins, because the thing is, people are investing, but they don't know whether it's a utility token or if it's a meme coin, right? Wow. So you want to only invest in utility. Yeah. So in order to know the utility, you have to understand tokenomics. So I teach people that on Friday. We have 2 trading sessions for technical analysis. Wednesday morning and Saturday morning. We focus on XRP only on Saturday because the markets, Forex markets are closed.
Wow.
On Wednesday, we focus on Forex, gold, and different things. So we're getting people paid in multiple different ways.
That's awesome.
We have our 2 podcasts, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we have a mindset call on Monday. So people gain access to that. You also get office hour sessions. So it's like, those are the class times. Let's say you got a question after class. Book an office hour time with one of our advisors.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. So you're moving around, podcasts, you got the Discord.
Yeah, man.
And you see, and I meant to mention this earlier. So we met, like you briefly mentioned, at the networking event. But
Taste Urban.
That's right, Taste of Urban Atlanta.
Shout out to Taste Urban Atlanta. They connected us. That's what's up.
That's right.
That's big.
And I can't remember the young lady.
Jessica Ross.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Jessica Ross. Jam Good Living.
She's awesome.
That's my dog.
Always got a smile on her face. Always positive.
I'm actually at my office. Well, the office space that I have is actually over at her studio. So McPhail Studio. So that's her family studio. Black owned studio.
It's in Norcross.
It's in Norcross. Yeah. So like people up in that area, you definitely want to check out McPhail Studios.
Yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, you gotta meet this guy, Vincent. I was like, oh yeah, because we had talked about InvestFest, and she was like, oh yeah, he spoke there. I was like, what? Really? I was at InvestFest. But there's so many speakers, like I didn't get to see everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, for the people who missed out on, at InvestFest, man, you gotta go next year because it's an amazing experience.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And like, tell us, how did you get connected with EYL and stuff like that?
Man, God.
Yeah.
God did.
That's right.
He did. God did.
God did
for real. But so shout out to Lou. This big homie, he went to Tuskegee, Tuskegee alum, and he's connected in with EYL and them, and also Vibranium. So I spoke on the Vibranium stage there. Vibranium was the main sponsor of the event outside of BET. So they're a new blockchain company, basically for influencers. So they're really powering the global influencer economy, helping influencers like us get paid our worth through Vibranium tokens. So, it was cool. We spoke on that, the global influencer economy and how blockchain is going to help power that. And I'm like, man, this was real cool. So I got connected to EYL and them through my friend, one of my friends and like a mentor to me, Lou. After that, man, I mean, they called me maybe about two weeks before and was like, yo, we got one more spot on this crypto panel. Yeah. We need somebody strong. We're calling you. I'm like, me? Okay, cool. Perfect. Perfect. So I thank you. You know what I mean? So shout out to EYL. I appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. But man, just meeting everybody, being in the speakers lounge, meeting all these people, just it was unreal, man. It was so dope. It was my first time speaking on a major platform, major stage like that. So it was great, bro. It was great. Great preparation for the future, for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. A lot of great people in that area. Anthony O'Neill.
Oh man.
The budget Bruce. I got to actually on the plane.
You met
Anthony on the plane. Yeah, it was crazy. He's a really, really cool guy. It's like, he's very smart, very he gets his points out across, and it's like, wow, like he gave me like a whole sermon within like 2 minutes.
Wow.
And it's like, you can just easily digest it. It's not like, oh wow, it's a soliloquy full with all these 20,000 pound words, and I'm like, I gotta break it down. No, it's like, I like it when you guys are up there and telling people and sharing people heavy information. Yeah. But like in a palatable way that people can just break it down. See, look at me, I'm using words that I'm not supposed to be, like in a way that's like relatable, basically. Just like a way that people can just take in, just like, oh wow, I didn't know about this. until Vincent told me about this or Anthony told me about this in a way that I could understand, and I didn't have to like pull out dictionary.com to break it down while he's over there on the stage talking. So
I try to make it as like my girl says, right?
Yeah.
You can explain crypto to a 5-year-old. I'm like, I really can. And I feel like, that's where you have to be with it. You got to be able to explain it. You don't have to use all these big words. Stuff doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in those rooms, all right, we'll use but like I'm talking to regular people, you just need to know like how to use crypto like you use your bank card. You know what I mean? And as long as you know how to use that and you got some, you good. You know what I mean? But if you don't got none, it's like not having no money. So what are you doing? So, but another last thing about InvestFest, I got to share with my family. You know what I mean? Like my mom was backstage with me, my girl, her sister, my girl's mom. Like it was super dope. You know what I mean? And just that exposure of being able to expose other people, being in a position to be able to expose other people that are focused on getting into real estate or getting into Airbnb or opening up this bit. It's like wow. You know what I mean? It was huge, bro. So great time.
It was definitely a life-changing event. Like it helped me to open my eyes up. And just get motivated, just to get at it, stay consistent or whatever it is you're doing, and stay focused. Just stay focused because there's so many distractions around. But anyways, as we close, we would like to think about if life was like a house, and your house, your life is sitting on foundational pillars that help to build it. What would you say one of those foundational pillars of your life is? Your house.
Obedience to my mission. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's broad. So obedient, but that pillar, the pillars you're not gonna have a whole lot of pillars, so it got to be broad. So that broad pillar for me would be obedience. And just understanding that like that's obedience to God, that's obedience to my mission, that's obedience to my family, because I've noticed that as long as I stay obedient to my mission, like which is to just continue to keep the faith and just continue to push in the way that I know that I need to, not giving up on my dreams, because I gave up on one of my dreams, which is to become a doctor.
Okay.
I gave up on that dream. And that still hurt me to this day. You know, it's still in there. Right? It ain't that old, so it's still stick there. But now I'm like, that's in there. Okay, cool. I gotta make this worth that pain. You know what I mean? So that's that obedience that I have to that pain. Yeah,
that's awesome. I appreciate that. That's really good. I like that. And so the last question is the question of the day. And the question of the day is, if you got to speak at any conference outside of EYL, InvestFest.
Yeah, it's hard to top.
Yeah, it's just
that's
like
hard to top.
If you got to speak at any conference,
like what? Like, come on, dude. Like Dan Cathy, chairman of Chick-fil-A, like Pinky, like
what? Outside of the one you haven't already done before, which one would you like? We're speaking our life. We're speaking life into existence. We're putting it out there for the people to hear it.
Yeah.
Which one would it be?
Out of
all the conferences, which one would it be, and why? It could be one that you went to before.
Be my own. It would be my own conference.
Okay.
On my vision board, and I believe that everybody should have a vision board on my vision board. And one thing that I have on there is actually, let me pull it up. I'll pull up my vision board. I want you to see it too. But I'm gonna speak at the Georgia World. Not Georgia World Congress Center. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So I have the Mercedes-Benz Stadium on my vision board, and then next to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, well, not even next to, inside of it, I don't know how many people, but I said 80,000 people. So I want an event that have about 80,000 people, and it won't just be about crypto, but it'll be about everything. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that would be an event that I would have to put together myself if there was an event that I wanted to be at, because I feel like that's always been my dream, is to throw something that big. So I just hope that everybody decides to come when we do throw it. And it's gonna be a big movie in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Nice.
And we're gonna have the
big projector.
We're gonna have the jumbotron, but we're gonna have the Mercedes-Benz Stadium roof open.
Oh yeah. That's right.
We're gonna have the roof open.
That's right.
And we're gonna helicopter in.
Oh wow. So y'all doing real big.
It's gonna be crazy.
That's right.
It's gonna be crazy.
Wow.
Because honestly, because of XRP. Look, it might just be called XRP. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because look,
as much as you talk about XRP, you might as well.
Because based on my numbers, if XRP were to go, and I'm not going to share how wealthy I'll be, but if XRP were to go to my predicted price, and for me, I don't want to. What's your predicted price of XRP?
What's my predicted price?
Yeah, over the next 20 years.
Let's pull up the coin market cap real quick, because I mean, I invested in it last year and I still have it sitting there. So I need to look at where it's been at its highest.
The highest is $3.
$3.
A little over $3, almost $3.50, like $3.47.
So are you asking me where I think it'll go next year, or just like
period in our lifetime?
Highest? Okay.
What's the highest you think we'll see XRP?
I'm gonna say like at least 550, at least, maybe even $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
I believe in our lifetime we'll see a $20,000 XRP.
20,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've seen a $70-something thousand. I don't really want to tell you about my real belief for XRP.
$1 million.
It is.
See, I knew it.
It is.
I knew it.
Because you got to understand that XRP is all of the money is going to be held in XRP.
Yeah.
It's the only ledger that has on-demand liquidity. So that's a whole that's on-demand. So like that's the problem with our banking system is on-demand. So that's why I believe, because if you look at like XRP can go to quadrillions of dollars. That's what we need to take us out of debt, because we're trillions. So what's above trillion? Quadrillion. So we need a quadrillions of dollars that's locked up for our on-demand liquidity. That's why XRP is the one. And we're just gonna sit back and we're gonna let it do its thing. And if it goes to $10,000 a coin, or if it goes to $1,000 a coin, we're gonna be able to self-fund the event.
Yeah, there you go. Man, that's awesome. Man,
we're gonna fund it ourselves.
That's something we thinking big around here. Speaking Lyfe, man. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, bro.
But anyways, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you
for,
too, bro.
Taking the time and talking to people about XRP and investments and cryptos and things like that. Tell them where they can connect with you. Website, Discord, Instagram, all that stuff.
So you can connect with me on Instagram at the Vincent Owens. Actually, it's all social medias. THE Vincent Owens, which is my name. Like I said, the YouTube channel is Oh My Crypto Network. So you can find me there. The name of the show is Coffee and Crypto. And also, if you click the link in any of my bios, you can click the link tree, and it'll have a session where you can book a free one-on-one. We can talk about it if you're looking to build your portfolio, or that's what we do. So
and one more thing, you got a book, don't you?
Oh yeah, the secret. Yeah,
about that.
You got the secret. I appreciate it.
I
got the Secrets of Crypto and Money, which is my first ebook. You can also click the link inside of the bio, and you'll be able to get access to that. And with that book, the reason why I wrote that book is because I wanted to create a book that anybody can understand, and it'll take you from A to P. Like you'll understand about exchanges, the history, Bitcoin, whatever, the wallets, how to securely protect your assets. We talk about all those things throughout the book, and it's only 69 pages. So yeah, you can find that book, click the link in the bio, and it'll take you to our website, and you can find the book on the website.
That's right. So like I said, we'll leave the links below for you to check it out. But we want to take this time to say thank you all for being a part of this episode. Thank you for joining. Again, please do not, make sure you remember to hit that subscribe button, like whether you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and especially if you're on YouTube, because we want you to be a part of this family. We want you to be a part of all the great content that we have, the great guests and conversations that we have today, and the ones we'll be having in the future as well. Anyways, we thank you. We love you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you.